You know how to say that Trump was a racist? Well, listen to what this black woman had to say about it.
He keeps it real just like Grandma. I appreciate that because I can trust him because he tells exactly how he feels and what he thinks. Thank God for this president. I am filled, my cup runneth over. Because he allowed his constituents, his people to come to my house to interview me, to talk about the murder of my grandson. It seemed like nobody cared. I'm an advocate for, I marched, I rallied, I pulled out other families in the District of Columbia that had murder and did not have answers. Ooh. We marched and we rallied and nobody heard me, Democrats. Get mad at me. Until this Republican sent his constituents, his people out there to interview me in my home. Have you ever heard of a thing? Then they invited me twice before Congress to testify for the beautiful bill that's going to change crime in the district. Somebody, okay? You take a life, you do life. Just that simple. If you do a harsh crime, you do harsh time. Just that simple. And then we need National Guard, and which we did years ago. He brought it on. I love him. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about that race stuff. And don't be looking at me on the news hating on me because I'm standing up for somebody that deserves to be standing up for. Get off the man's back. Let him do his job. He's doing the right thing. Back up off of him.
Yes, the mainstream media will change the narrative. I've seen a lot of people struggling to talk about this lady. They, put out ridiculous videos about her. Someone actually dropped a comment on this video. This is what the person said. I see a post from you all black people defending Trump. Every time I come on here, the government must pay you well because you do it like it's a job. Anyway, we don't care how many videos you post. We aren't supporting whites, so you all think you can disrespect us and still get our vote. This is exactly the mentality of these people. Immediately you disagree with them, they start calling you names. Because you have this mentality they have inflicted in you for a very long time, you believe others can't think different. That has always been the thing with...
Question. And yesterday in his statement about Jesse Jackson, the president said, despite the fact that I'm falsely and consistently called a racist by the scoundrels and lunatics on the radical left, Democrats all, it was always my pleasure to help Jesse along the way. Where or when does the president believe he's been falsely called racist?
You're kidding, right?
No.
I will pull you plethora of examples. I'm going to get my team in that room to start going through the internet of radical Democrats throughout the years, Ed, who have accused this president falsely. I'm sure there's many people in this room and on network television across the country who have accused him of the same. In fact, I know that because I've seen it with my own eyes. And the president very much looks forward to having an event later this afternoon at 3 p.m. to celebrate Black History Month and to talk about how his policies are advancing opportunity and prosperity for all Americans through record tax cuts, through the Trump accounts that all Americans can access regardless of race. These are a great thing for the next generation of Americans. The president has also awarded hundreds of millions of dollars in additional funding to strengthen educational outcomes at historically black colleges and universities across the country. Again, the president is protecting the hard-earned benefits of the 2.4 million black veterans who honorably served in our nation's armed forces by reducing the backlog of veterans waiting for their VA benefits and for their home loans through the Department of Veterans Affairs. So there is a lot this president has done for all Americans regardless of race, and he has absolutely been falsely called and smeared.
There is a segment I saw on The View. It actually blows my mind. When I see these people do this every single time, it gets me crazy. I was not surprised because Savannah Hostin is fond of this. She loves race baiting. This has been something for a very long time. I noticed about her. Seeing her do this every single time, I'm not surprised. But in 2026, I should not be saying this.
Oh, God. Her nails?
I get the rants. I do. I understand them wholeheartedly.
And they made fun of Joe. Hello.
But I think, you know, when it comes to the event that happened yesterday, what's so hard for me to witness is people stating that the president is a racist, because I've seen him firsthand. He saved one of my best friend's lives, a black woman who has been with him for 18 years. So he has a black friend. He's a racist. No, he saved her life.
No.
He did.
Okay. Here's the problem, Savannah, and why we have a different take on it. Many of us have a different take on it, because when you target DEI programs with executive office, from your with executive orders, your first week in office, arguing that the policies undermine national unity, you know, went to them.
He didn't want them to build. Was that an accusation?
No, that was a proven fact. They took him to court. They took him to court. The lawsuit was settled with the Justice Department. But I guess my point is, when someone goes out of their way to talk poorly about.
This is all about The View. They will always struggle to do this every time. What I'm not surprised is the fact that Savannah Hostin continues to call the president this. It's not the first time. I've seen her do this every single time. She's fond of this, race baiting. That has been her thing for some time. When you look at what these people actually put out, then I see a lot of black people coming out to defend the president. I begin to ask myself, then why is it that some particular individuals will always want to push the narrative? It gets crazy. You know, and immediately when you come in to defend the president, it becomes a problem. You are a sellout, you are this, you are that. It gets crazy. When you take a look at this, The View co-host Savannah Hostin clashed with consecutive guest host Savannah after she defended President Trump against those who call him this. He said, one of my best friends. She's talking out of experience.
Let's call a thing. Donald Trump is a race. There's no question in my mind. It is time to say the truth and tell it like it is. And the most recent thing that he did by posting on Truth Social, the Obamas depicted as he tried to blame a staffer. A staffer did not do it.
It was a staffer who posted it. It was in fact a staffer who posted it.
Can we please roll, sweetheart, before Donald Trump got into office?
That thing about the Obamas?
It was. I agree wholeheartedly that the White House failed when it came to the posting of that video, because it is the White House's responsibility to protect the minority groups that lost friendships and relationships over just standing for President Trump. So the White House failed on that.
If he didn't post.
If anybody that's a special kind of stupid, it's Savannah Chrisley. So she is the guest panelist giving a Trumpian MAGA point of view at the table with the ladies. And when the topic came about the Black History event that happened at the White House yesterday, Sunny had her foot on her goddamn neck.
You know, the number of Democrats celebrating, talking about this whole thing is crazy. This lady actually did a whole segment appreciating Savannah Hostin for holding her on the neck. It's crazy because I didn't see that. Savannah Hostin is doing what she knows best, race baiting. That is just the best thing Savannah Hostin loves every single time. So when I see someone like this coming to side with her, it just tells me a lot about Democrats. I don't want to talk much. I think I'm going to end here. Please share out the video. God bless you abundantly. As of the people who usually ask, why do you push your clips at the end? That is for the white algorithm. You can always skip the...
Bays once told the award show crowd, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about people.
A person's home, it's very easy to understand.
When I look at that video, I don't see both sides in a dogmatic.
The Golden Globe for Best Editing goes to the Justice Department.
This is for her. This is for the people in the United States who are terrorized and scared today.
Yes. Of course, this is for the mother.
Babies are upstairs watching. Y'all better be off them damn phones and watching me.
Them. Thank you, everyone.
I'm a little in shock about that.
Maduro.
Let your hatred and
Sit this one out.
Well, he's got.
There you go.
Everybody knew that wasn't true.
A dangerous relative as a likely suspect. A tip that led to her brother Nick. Rob Reiner and Nick had a heated argument the night before at Conan O'Brien's Christmas party, being back on Zone. In one interview, she said,
"We should have said nothing."
The United States to take this family tragedy in which the president had made no comment.
When people ought to have.
Absolute horror.
Hi, Mel Gibson. I'm in Italy.
There is a quota system.
This is my 6th and last year hosting the Grammys. Song of the Year. Congratulations, Billie Eilish.
Here's the thing. This is the good thing about this show. Everybody has an opinion. And we say, I don't agree, I don't think this is cool, and we can have these conversations, and then we go away and talk about our bra size.
Exactly.